Hello everyone, my name is Winters and welcome back to this Let's Play series of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. We are continuing on exactly from where we left off. We currently have one order in the garage, which is this one here. We're going to work on this in this episode. We also have this project that we've been working on in our spare time, and it's coming along really well. There isn't a whole lot more that needs to be done with it. Yeah, we've been making great progress with that. That's a car that we picked up at a barn or a junkyard or something in a much previous episode. But before we go any further, we're going to check the phone to see if there are any experience orders. And if there are, we're going to pick them up. And if not, we're going to dismiss them, like so. Right, let's take a gander at this bad boy. Replace all filters. Tapping sound coming from the engine bay. Replace timing related parts. I suppose we can mark those off now. Repair all running gear faults. Fix suspension clunks and rattles. Sloppy car steering. Poor brake performance. Right, let's see if we can move it to the test path. Engine does not start, so no. Right, we'll get it up on the first stage of the lift, so. And we'll pop the hood. And oh my. Where to start? I suppose we'll start with diagnostics. So let's check the tires, just for the sake of thoroughness, as we always do. I expect everything to be okay. Indeed it is. Right, next we're going to check the electronics. This most likely won't return anything for us. Nope. Alright, next is a compression test. This probably... Actually, now that I think about it, we probably won't get anything on any of the diagnostics, but heck, let's do it just for the sake of doing it. And who knows, we might get lucky and find something. ABS module. Okay, so we found something. This has been a worthwhile endeavor. We'll do a fuel pressure test next. We know that the fuel filter has to be done here. Fuel pump is fine. Alright. Do you know what? Let's start off with the air filter. We'll get the clips off. And the cover. Let's take out the air filter. What's the base like? Base is fine. Do we have an air filter? We don't. Okay. I'm trying to think. I wonder, is that housing okay? Yeah, it is. Alright, we can put that back on. Let's have a look again. So, filters, let's mark those off. Tapping sound coming from engine bay. Replace timing parts. Running gear faults, suspension, car steering, poor brake performance. Right, I think that most of this stuff we're going to find when we start working on the brakes and suspension. Now, I should have an ABS module. I do indeed. So we'll put that in and get that done at the very least. And I think what we'll do now is we'll lift the car up and we'll take off the tires here at the front. Alright, so that calipers looks like it's in really bad condition. Indeed it is. Brake pads, also bad. Let's see, how's the outer and inner tie rods? Ooh, they need replacing. Steering rack needs replacing. Right, let's move over to the far side. Lovely. Brake pads are alright on that side. Outer and inner tie rods, well, they need to come off anyway because I need to get out the steering rack. Oh, steering rack is fine. Okay. Steering rack is okay. Let's put this outer tie rod back in. And the outer tie rod, the inner tie rod and outer tie rod. Brake disc. We don't have one. Okay. Let's check and see what we have found so far. We found those. Poor brake performance. We found the caliper. Brake disc ventilated. And brake pads. Let's check out these rubber bushings. It's alright. That one's alright. That one's alright. And that one's alright. Okay, so we'll put those back in now. Wonder why the car wouldn't start. Actually, that's just occurred to me. Why wouldn't the car start? I wonder, what are the bearings like? Let's take a gander at those. Fine. Do some visual inspections. End link. Haha! Get that end link out. Let's have a look at the other end link over the far side. Looks okay. Everything turning out to be alright here as well. Right, okay. Drive shaft, I wonder what that's like. It's fine. I don't want to go stripping things if there's no need to. I wonder, could the rest all be down the back? Tap and sound from the engine bay. That one's got me running gear faults. Suspension. Sway bar end link. Poor brake performance. Right, the rest of it must be down the back. So, let's start. The brakes needed to be done on this side, didn't they? I'm pretty sure they did. I'm getting new calipers on here. We'll get a new end link. I think I have an end link. I do. It's a quality times 2, but fuck it, it'll be alright. It's not going to cost us too much by using that. Alright, now we'll get the tire or the wheel back on. Now we'll go over this side. I probably don't have brake disc ventilators. Let's buy one of those. So we'll go for brake disc ventilators, and I think I'll buy like 5. Won't bother buying anything else for now. We'll just go with that. Brake pads, I think the ones that came off it can go back on. New calipers. And the wheel. Lovely. Alright, now let's go down the back and start taking off the wheels here. And we'll get a gander. Aha. Brake pads need to be replaced. Brake disc ventilator need to be replaced. Let's see what it's like on this side. Ooh, really bad condition. Right, I want to inspect this stuff. Haha. Alright, that wheel bearing can come out. A new one can go in. pads there. New caliper. Well, a reconditioned caliper. Before I go any further, look at this. This is definitely some of that stuff that we had to discover. That shock absorber cap doesn't look like it's in great condition. That end link as well. I wonder what the rubber bushing is like. It's average. Now, I don't have a suspension arm. I don't have one of those either. Do I have an end link? I do. Actually, no, cancel that because I need to take off the far side before I... because that sway bar needs to be replaced. So this end link needs to come out. And it's a sway bar A. What's this upper suspension arm like? Yep, needs to be replaced. Okay, let's buy some parts. Sway. We'll start off with you. Rear sway bar A. I know we already have some end links, but let's just buy like 2 more. Let's buy 4 of these. And 2 of these. No, 4 of them as well. And suspension arm. Alright, so let's get 2 of these rear suspension arms. Let's get 4 of these ones. Let's get 2 of these ones. And let's get 4 of these ones. And that way we should have some spares. Alright. Now let's start replacing. Oh, I should have got brake pads while I was at it. Damn it. Right. Let's move on. This rear suspension arm A. Spring cap. And a rear spring. And a shock absorber cap. Sway bar A. And the second hand end link. And now we can go over to the far side and start replacing the parts here as well. I need more rubber bushings. Okay. Brakes. We'll get some brake pads first. Brake pads. And we should get like 9 of them. Right. Now, what was the other thing I needed? Oh, rubber bushings. And I think we should get like a baker's dozen of these ones. And I'm pretty sure we have enough small ones. Alright, now the rear suspension arm. And the spring cap. And the spring. And a new rear shock absorber cap. And the end link. And the actually, let's look at our list here. Tapping sound, no. Timing, that won't be done yet. Running gear faults, all done. Suspension clunks and rattles, all done. Sloppy car steering, all done. Poor brake performance, mostly done. What is left? Brake pads somewhere. Oh, brake pads the far side. Right, okay. So the wheel can go back on now. And we'll put on new pads here. A new caliper, or reconditioned caliper. And then the wheel. And then we can focus on the timing. Lovely. Alright, that's that done. So, actually, I want to check something real quick. What's the starter like on this thing? Starter looks fine. Did we have to replace oil? Do you know what? We should do it. It's not really going to cost us anything, so we may as well just replace the oil. And let's pull out that oil filter. Oil filter I4. Do I have one of those? I do. Alright, that's that job done. Now we can drop her down. And let's get an air filter. It should be one of these. Oh, and a fuel filter. Fuel filter. Get one of those. Alright. Now, mustn't forget the clips. Do you know what? Actually, before I do anything else, let's see what we can recondition. There we go. Bring those clips up to top quality. Okay. Now, let's get working on the timing. So first things first, belts need to come off. Crankshaft pulley. That water pump, not power steering pump, looks like it needs replacing. Alright, now the timing cover can come off. That belt tensioner needs replacing. The belt needs replacing. And I would imagine this cam gear is alright. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at our list now. Tapping sounds from engine bay. Belt tensioner, water pump, running gear faults. Right, so really it's just the timing stuff. And that tapping sound from the engine bay. What is that tapping sound? That's got me kerflumped. Alright, so we need a belt tensioner. We need... Shit. Me and my goldfish memory. Water pump I4, timing belt I4 SOHC. Sock. We'll call it sock. Water pump I4. Let's do a search for I4. I4. Alright. Water pump I4. Turbo, water pump I4. There we go. And we need a timing belt, isn't it? Which should be down here. There it is there. Alright, so the belt goes on. Oh, we already had one. That's alright. No problem at all. Now the water pump. And the timing cover. And the crankshaft pulley. And then the idler roller. And now the belts can go back on. And the final one. There. Okay, so all done there, not done there, all done there. We can unmark those. Running gear faults all done. Suspension clunks and rattles all done. Sloppy car steering done. And poor brake performance. Tapping sound coming from the engine bay. What would that be? What would it be? That brake sour doesn't look good, does it? Nope, that's not it. I'm thinking radiator. No, the radiator looks alright. How are we doing down here? What could it be? Tapping sound coming from the engine bay. I thought that looked very red there for a minute, and I was thinking maybe that's actually it, but no, it is orange. It's not that it's not red. Shit. What could it be? I mean, we've identified a lot of things there. I wonder... I just had a brainwave. Let's lift the car up. And we'll take a look at the sump. Well, not the sump, but we're going to take a look at the bottom end of the engine. So, we're going to do some inspections here. Because some of these bearings could be the culprit. But apparently not. Well, scheisse. Okay. That means we have to put the sump back on. Where am I? Here I am. Tapping sound coming from the engine bay. It's not something stupid like... No, it's not the battery. That water pump looks alright. I may as well take off the head. I'll have to start looking into the engine. And let's take a look at some of these parts here on the camshaft. Damn it. Ignition wires, you're next. I'm thinking spark plug now, that it's going to be something stupid like a spark plug, which shouldn't be giving a tapping sound. And indeed it wasn't. Okay, so... I suppose the only good thing about this is that we're getting some, well not some, but a lot of experience. That is a plus. We're getting experience all the while we do this. Damn it. I thought it was going to be that ignition coil. Let's put the head back on. Tapping sound coming from the engine bay. That radiator doesn't look like it's in great condition. Certainly going to be in a lot better condition now anyway, that's for sure. Could it be in the gearbox? Could be in the gearbox. clutch release bearing, maybe. Which means we're going to have to take off the wheel here. Which is front wheel drive. Oh shit, the starter. I may as well do that now. Forgot to take off the starter. Wait, the car didn't... The car wouldn't start. What was stopping it from starting? Mind you, look at that starter. That starter looks like it's in really bad condition. Alright. Lift her back up. I'm going to recondition that starter. Alright, let's get the drive shaft out. Drive axle, sorry. And now the front drive shaft. And now we can get the gearbox out. I'm really scraping the bottom of the barrel here now, trying to find this one last bit. Look at that. Alright, so I would say it's the pressure plate. I would not say a pressure plate will give a tapping sound. Alright, so we want clutch. Let's buy a clutch plate. Let's buy 2 pressure plates and a release bearing. And the second hand release bearing can go back on it. Now the gearbox can go back, the one that came off it. Now the drive shaft can go back. And the drive axle. Now the wheel. And we go over the far side. The drive axle, drive axle back in it. Then the wheel. Lovely. We can drop her down now. Now we can put some oil into the engine. Should be done any second here now. There she goes. And we can close down the bonnet. Alright, all done there, 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 and all done there. Excellent. So we spent 2,400 in parts and we're getting 5,500 back in payout. Ugh, I always forget something. Damn starter. Jesus. Alright, that is it, definitely done this time. Ta-da! Excelente. Okay, let's quickly check the phone and see if there are any experience orders available for us. Nope, there isn't. Okay. So, we are going to leave it there for now, folks. Thanks a million for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Do all that good stuff. It means an awful lot to me and it makes a huge difference, so I really, really do appreciate all of your support so much. Anyway, my name is Winters and I'll catch you next time. So until then, take care.